Okay, hopefully this is going to be a fun morning. I'm Carolyn and this is Jenny. What we're going to do this morning, we're going to do a very short presentation for you, and then we're going to have a quiz. So you have to listen very carefully to what we say, and then you might get the right answer. If you get a right answer, you can have a chocolate as well. Yeah, that's the best bit, isn't it, getting a chocolate? Yeah. At the end, though, everybody can come up at the end to get some of these goodies that we've got here on apprenticeship. So everybody gets something at the end. So can I just check then with you, does anybody know what they want to do when they leave school? Yeah? You want to be an air hostess? Yeah? We do have people training to be air hostesses through apprenticeship. Yeah? An astronomer. You might have to, I think, go to university for that one, yeah? And this girl in the pink?
I want to be an engineer.
An engineer, yeah. You can definitely be an apprentice to an engineer. And just one more, the girl at the back there, yeah? Yeah, you?
To be an artist.
Sorry, what was that?
Artist.
An artist, yeah. In fact, Jenny studied that at university. So you can go into the creative and cultural sector, most definitely. Okay. So this is called You're Never Too Early to Know About Apprenticeships. So I want you to listen very carefully because we're going to have a quiz. So an apprenticeship is a way for young people and adults to earn while they learn in a real job, and you get a qualification and a real future. So it's about when you're thinking of leaving school or college, you can go into an apprenticeship, you're going into a real job, you're getting paid, and you get a qualification at the same time, and that's what an apprenticeship is. So when can you do an apprenticeship? Either at the end of year 11, or maybe at the end of year 13, or after maybe if you go to college. So it's an alternative to looking at university. And if you're 16 to 18, the government pays the full cost of your training. And all apprentices are employed, and their employers pay their salary. So you're getting a qualification and getting money at the same time. So what are the benefits of an apprenticeship? You can earn a salary, you're in a real job, you learn skills to do that job, and transferable skills that you can use in other jobs. You can progress into higher education, and you can also advance in your career and work towards a nationally recognised qualification. Are you listening? Because there's a quiz in a minute. So did you know that there are over 1,500 job roles across 280 skills and industries? And last year, over 500,000 people started their apprenticeship. So a lot of people, as you go about your everyday lives, are apprentices. They're not just 16 to 18, you can be an apprentice at any age. So what training will you have? So you'll get training with your employer on the job, and then you will also go to a college or a private training provider to learn the skills that you need to be an apprentice. And a lot of it will be assessed in your workplace by your college or your training provider. So they're up to, it says 20,000 vacancies. We've actually had up to 22,000 this year on our website, and that's where you find out about apprenticeship vacancies. So if you've got older brothers and sisters doing their GCSEs or A-levels now, and they're going to be looking for a job, you need to tell them to go to that website to look for an apprenticeship. We've also got an app. I don't know if many of you have got mobile phones, but you will have when you get older. I'm sure many of you have got them already, yeah. So we've got an app called AV Search you can download, and you can look for those vacancies through that app. And these are just some of the companies that we've had an apprenticeship with. So you can work for the BBC. We had some fantastic opportunities doing production management assistant for the BBC in Manchester, starting at £221 a week. Rolls-Royce, the girl that wanted to be an engineer, They have some brilliant engineering opportunities, and we work with a lot of companies across the country. Working for a professional barista at Starbucks, really good career, starting at £200 a week. And also the National Portrait Gallery. We had a Visitor Services apprentices, £250 a week. Some more here then, working with Vodafone, really, really good opportunities there. Pets at home, for those of you who've got pets, I'm sure you've been into pets at home. We had some advanced digital media apprentices working at Pets at Home, really good opportunities. And the Royal Bank of Scotland as well. And also, Warner Brothers Studio, we've had some recent brilliant opportunities doing set lighting assistant and studio assistant. They were fantastic opportunities. So apprenticeships do open some doors for you. So you're working and earning qualification and getting paid at the same time. Right, that's enough from me. We are going to do a quiz now, okay? What we could do with is somebody to help us with this hooter over here, because when we get a right answer, we would like someone to do that. Do you want to come up here? Yeah? Do you want to come up? Yeah? So if you want to come and stand at the front, okay? So what we're going to do now, Jenny is going to do the quiz, okay? And if you think you know the answer, we want you to put your hand up, okay? So don't shout it out. We want you to put your hand up. Jenny will then say if it's correct and how many hoots you get, okay? And you get a chocolate if you get it right, okay?
Okay, so I'm going to be testing that you've been listening to everything that Carolyn's been telling you. So are you ready for the first question? Okay, can anyone tell me what an apprenticeship is?
You've got the mic.
Yeah, you have a job and you get an experience and learning at the same time. That's right. I think that's 2 hoots.
Right, a chocolate. Very good, that's good.
So an apprenticeship's a way for young people and adults to earn while they learn, and they're in a real job and getting real experience. Does anyone know how old you need to be? That's right, well done. I think that's 2 hoots again.
Yeah.
So you need to be 16 and have finished school, but you can
to say
also
the
start later on after year 13 or when you're older. Okay, two benefits to starting an apprenticeship.
Do you mean the jobs?
Yes, yeah.
Royal Bank of Scotland. I don't know what the question.
What about so what's good about being an apprenticeship?
Yeah.
What are the good things about it?
If you're 16 or 18, you get the government pays for you free, and you get job. You get job.
You get a job, yeah. And what else do you get?
And you get
Qualifications.
Okay, well here are some of the benefits. So yeah, that's right. It's a real job. You're earning a salary, gaining lots of new skills. You're working towards nationally recognised qualifications, which will help you to progress in your career, and it'll help you to, if you wanted to progress into higher education as well. Can anyone remember how many people started an apprenticeship in 2011, 2012? Carolyn?
Go to one over there, yeah.
We'll let you go for the next one.
Is it 16 to 18?
More than that.
Is it 16 to 18?
Do you know how many people started an apprenticeship last year?
Give.
Go on, have a guess.
Maybe give somebody else a
Somebody
chance.
else?
Yeah.
Okay.
500,000.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
Yeah.
correct. 500,000. Well
Yeah.
remembered.
Few hoops.
Sorry.
Very good.
So of those 500,000 people who started an apprenticeship last year, 125,000 were aged 16 to 18, and the rest were older. There are 3 levels of apprenticeship. Can anybody remember what the 3 levels are? Okay.
It's a hard one, this one.
One
Has he already asked?
for youths and one of them for youths,
say?
adults,
Intermediate, advanced,
Experience.
and higher. Can you remember that?
Okay, so there was levels. There's a level 2, which is intermediate. So it's quite a tricky one and quite hard to remember. So an intermediate apprenticeship is equivalent to 5 GCSEs, grades A to C. An advanced apprenticeship, the next level up, a level 3, is equivalent to 2 A levels. Higher apprenticeships start at level 4, but they actually go right up to level 7, which is postgraduate level. So a higher apprenticeship can be equivalent to a university degree, or even higher than that, depending what level you actually do that at. So from leaving school, you would be likely to go into an intermediate apprenticeship, or possibly an advanced, and then progress on to a higher apprenticeship. Can anyone remember how you search and apply for apprenticeship vacancies?
What about the girl at the back?
online. On the app.
Online.
Online.
That's right.
Online, that's right, yes. You go online. You go to apprenticeships.org.uk,
Yeah, that's a good answer.
and this is a screen that you would see at apprenticeships.org.uk. And while I've got that screen up, I'll just mention it's worth, even though it's maybe a while before you're going to be looking at applying for apprenticeships, it is worth you having a look at the website. There's a lot of information on there to give you ideas about what kind of opportunities are available. It tells you about all the different job roles that you can do as an apprentice. So I would definitely recommend going, having a look on the website, and it'll give you some ideas, and you can have a look at what vacancies we've got at the moment. You can see what kind of thing would interest you. Okay, now we've got a mobile app for searching for vacancies.
What about that boy over there? Go.
Okay, the boy in the glasses just there. Can you remember what the mobile app's called?
Is it the VO? The VO?
Nearly AV.
Oh, the OV.
Can you remember the other part of it? Okay, AV search. Well, I think
that's
you can
right,
both
few
have a
votes.
chocolate because they were both good answers. So it's AV search, and you can find that by searching on Google Play or in the Apple Store, and you just search for either apprenticeships or for AV search, and it'll bring AV search up. Okay, does anybody think you would be able to become a production technician for the BBC through doing an apprenticeship?
I think you could.
That's right, you
Yes.
can, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hopes.
Yeah.
Very good.
I think at the moment on apprenticeship vacancies, we've actually got some vacancies on there with the BBC
Jenny Winkley.
for production assistants.
Winke.
Can you become a doctor through an apprenticeship? Let's see. Okay, the girl at the back over there with the
National
hairband.
Apprenticeship Service.
Yeah.
Well, you can't actually become a doctor through doing an apprenticeship, and for that you would need to go to university, and there are certain careers where you would need to, but having said that, there are a lot of other jobs within the medical profession where you could do an apprenticeship.
You get a chocolate. You get a couple.
So although there are some jobs where you do need to go to university, you can get into careers such as nursing or different jobs in the caring profession through doing an apprenticeship. An engineer.
Oh, what about the back here?
Do you think you can become an engineer through doing an apprenticeship?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. You can. That we've got lots of.
Do many of you want to become engineers? Because there's some fantastic opportunities. You've got to be good with maths and good with science, but there are some fantastic opportunities for engineering. Whether you're a girl or a boy, engineering, lots and lots of career opportunities. So look at that as a possible career. Fantastic.
We've got a huge range of engineering opportunities at the moment with Rolls-Royce, BAE Systems, Mercedes-Benz, Jaguar Land Rover, and lots more as well. A really wide range of engineering jobs. Okay, that brings us to the end of the quiz. Thank you all for helping out with your answers. I think you've done really well to remember everything that we've told you this morning.
Does anybody have any questions for us on anything you've heard today? Anybody got any questions? Anybody want to ask anything? Teachers or anything else we can help with? Round the skill show, you will see there are people giving careers advice wearing pink t-shirts. So if you need to know anything about a career or about apprenticeships, there are plenty of people in pink t-shirts that can help you today. So I think if we haven't got any further questions, if you can have a chocolate subject to us having enough left. Just a bit of a warning, there may be nuts in some of the chocolates. So if there's anybody with a nut allergy, it's perhaps best not to have one. But please come and get a chocolate. I think this gentleman deserves a couple actually, because he's done a great job on the hooter. That's it, you get a few. Thank you ever so much for being our assistant. And if people want to come to the front,
we've got some leaflets, badges and wristbands as well. And if you think of any questions, or any of your teachers think of any questions that you want to ask, do just come and see me and Carolyn, and hopefully we'll be able to help.
Okay, can we give Caroline and Jennifer a round of applause?